Today, we are cracking open one of history's most incredible accidental discoveries. We're talking about ancient bones that were being sold as medicine, but ended up completely rewriting the origin story of Chinese writing.
So let me ask you this. How does a simple trip to the pharmacy for a cold remedy lead to unlocking a 3,000-year-old secret? Well, that's pretty much exactly what happened here, and it's the mystery we're going to unpack today. So here's how it all went down. For literally centuries, farmers in China kept digging up these old bones with strange markings on them. They had no idea what they were, so they called them dragon bones, and sold them to apothecaries to be ground up into medicine. It wasn't until 1899 that a scholar named Wang Yirong, who was actually sick with malaria, bought some of these dragon bones, and he noticed something that everyone else had missed. Those weren't just random scratches. They were an ancient form of writing.
And right away, that discovery kicked off a huge question. Were these bones just some folk medicine, like they'd been used for centuries, or were they carrying a message from a long, long time ago?
To figure that out, we have to jump in our time machine. We're going to leave that pharmacy in 1899 and travel back over 3,000 years to the royal courts of the Shang Dynasty. So try to picture this world. You have the Shang kings. They're the most powerful people in the land, but their lives are absolutely ruled by constant, crippling uncertainty. Every harvest, every potential battle, every royal baby. It was all a source of massive anxiety, and they were desperate for answers. And they had questions about everything. The Shang kings believed that the spirits of their ancestors controlled, the entire world. So they asked them about everything, from huge, kingdom-altering questions about war and famine, right down to really personal stuff like, will the queen have a son? Or even, will my nagging toothache finally go away? And this really captures their whole mindset perfectly. For the Shang people, talking to the ancestors wasn't just a good idea, it was the absolute bedrock of their civilization. Every single decision, big or small, depended on what the spirits had to say.
So, okay, if you believe the spirits have all the answers, how do you, actually ask them a question? Well, that led to a very specific and pretty fascinating ritual.
The technique they used is called pyromancy. It's a fancy word, but it literally just means divination by fire. This was their hotline to the spirit world. And this ritual was incredibly methodical. So a diviner would take a polished turtle shell, or maybe an ox bone, and carve the king's question right onto it. Then they take a scorching hot bronze rod and press it into the bone until, crack, it split from the heat. The diviner's job was to read those cracks, to see if the spirits were saying yes or no. And this is the absolute game changer for history, the very last step was to record everything. They carved the question, the prediction, and sometimes even what actually happened, right there on the bone itself.
And that simple act of record keeping, that is where history was made. This is the moment when everything changes. Really let that sink in for a second. This wasn't just some spooky fortune-telling ritual. This sacred act, this attempt to communicate with the spirit world, was the exact moment that Chinese writing was born.
And this is what makes China's story so incredibly unique. See, most other early writing systems, like in Mesopotamia, they developed for really practical reasons. Keeping track of grain shipments, recording laws, stuff like that. But in China, nope. The very first words ever written were created to ask ghosts about the future.
And this wasn't just a small, little operation. Archaeologists have found over 150,000 of these inscribed bone fragments. It's like we stumbled upon the private diary and the complete search history of an entire dynasty.
But this story doesn't just stop there. Way back in the ancient past, the most amazing part is how this all connects directly to the present day.
And here it is, the most astonishing part of this whole story. The script that was carved into those bones, it's not some dead language. It is the direct, unbroken ancestor of the Chinese characters used by over 1 billion people right now, today.
This shows it perfectly. Just look at the character for sun. You can literally see the ancient little drawing of a circle with a dot evolve into the modern symbol. It's the same thing for moon, person, and horse. What you're looking at is a 3,000-year-long conversation, all on one slide.
This quote just sums it all up so beautifully. These aren't just dusty old relics you'd find in a museum. They are the living DNA of one of the world's oldest and most incredible languages.
So let's just quickly recap what we've covered. We learned that Chinese writing didn't start for business, it started for spiritual reasons.
We learn that these bones are basically an intimate archive of an ancient king's deepest fears. And finally, that this ancient script has amazingly survived, completely unbroken, all the way into our modern world.
And that leaves us with one final thought to chew on. The Shang kings carved their most urgent questions onto bone, creating a permanent record. Today, we type our questions into search bars, leaving a vast digital record. So what will all that data say about our anxieties, our beliefs, and our society to the historians of the year 5000?